Hello, it's me. I'm back. Um, Today is Thursday, June 4th, 2026. Um, I really don't have any updates. The update was yesterday when I had my appointment for my pre op and the meeting with the speech therapy for evaluation consultation. So that was that yesterday. Um, but today I am just here because kind of had a thing happen today. So with yesterday's appointment, because I work at night, the appointment was during the day. Um, Came home from work. I didn't really get any sleep before I went to the back-to-back appointment. And by the time that was done and I got home, I maybe had an hour or two to get some rest. Try to sleep before I had to go get ready for work. So, got up, got ready for work, and then came home the next day, this morning actually. And when I got home in the morning, I said, "Oh gosh, I'm really tired. I'm gonna go and try to get, you know, 2, 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep before I have to get up again and get ready for work again." Oh, I had to get up a little earlier because I had to make some chicken for my dog because my dog has skin issues, and I think I don't give her kibbles because I think the kibbles are so void of any nutritional values. So I think it probably also contributes to her skin issues. So I make her chicken and vegetables, and so I was doing a little bit of meal prepping, and I did that. And when that was done, it was time for me to get ready for work. So I went to my husband, and I asked him, I said, "What do you want for dinner?" And he looked at me, and before he got to say anything, not even one word, he hasn't said a word. I just I was feeling my face. I'm looking at him, and I could feel my face so swollen, and my eyes so uncomfortable. I just said, "I don't even recognize myself anymore." I said, "I think I'm breaking down." And I just turned around. He never got to answer me. I turned around and I went to the kitchen, and I just started pulling things out of the refrigerator to make for dinner. Yeah. And I'm in there. I'm in the kitchen, not saying a word, cutting up stuff. It just tears just falling from my eyes, and I'm just realizing that I am breaking down, and I have to deal with it. I have to stop and deal with issues within myself, with the situation. So anyway, yeah, that's I think that's why I'm doing this. It just feels like I need to just kind of deal with it, have some kind of a release, an outlet, so that I don't just explode. deal with things one day at a time. Yeah, I think see, last night here at work, I was on the floor. I was checking an equipment, and I was gone on medical leave for a few weeks. I had chemo, and of course, people don't know. There are a couple of people, very select number of people that knows about my situation. But of course, I've been working at this job for over 20 years, and people, the people that you work with, you know their faces. A lot of times, you don't know the names, but you know the faces, and they know you. And there's one of the nurses, she saw me, and she said, oh, she goes, Ate, she goes, what happened? Are you okay? Because she didn't know I was, I was gone for medical leave. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I was gone, and I had chemo, and I have cancer. And she said, oh, she goes, I'm so sorry, Ate. She goes, I'll pray for you. I said, yeah, please do. Thank you. It's very nice, and it's just it's just one of those, I guess maybe that was a trigger of me realizing that, wow, you have people recognizing the change. People who don't know what's going on, all of a sudden just look at you and they're in shock because they see the difference that I know is there, but I just don't have the time to address to myself. So yeah, and I don't mind. I really don't mind that, that the people see and say something. It's inevitable. It's I'm different. I look nothing like I did, 2 months, 3 months ago. I had hair. I had long hair. I look very. Unfortunately, I'm not technically savvy enough. I don't make videos. I don't know how to edit. I don't even think I have the tools to edit videos. I would like to, I don't know, so learn how to insert pictures of how things used to be, and it's not because of vanity. It's not for vanity's sake. It's just to look back and go, yeah, this is where I was just a year or two ago, and this is the progression, and it's just it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's just, I can't even. I think that's what it is. It's because things are just happening so fast that I just don't have time to process it. So anyway, so yeah, that and that just, I guess, just brought on the little breakdown that I'm having. And also, I think, unfortunately, in my situation, my husband was has Parkinson's disease. He was recently diagnosed before this cancer thing came about. So he's not in the best mental, physical capacity to deal with what I'm going through, because he's also going through his own medical issues, and emotional trauma. He's also having a hard time, dealing with what's going on with him. And then, the other people in my household, my family, we have two sons, we have two boys. Um, our youngest is 19, and he is on the autism spectrum. So he's not, he doesn't have the mental maturity to he processes the information differently. Let's just say he knows what's going on. He knows mommy is not doing well. He knows mommy's sick. He knows what's about to happen to me, the surgery, and how things are gonna change. And he's sad about things. He knows I'm not okay, and he's not happy about it. And and he tells me, he cares, and he loves me. But it's different. The processing is different. He just knows that there's something wrong, and he doesn't like it, and but that's just the way it is. And then our eldest, he's 22. Very smart kid. The thing is, he's too smart that everything, his processing is all intellectual. He deals with the information, and I don't know, it could just be a male thing, a guy thing, processing information as facts. This is what we're dealing with. The emotional stuff is not there. I'm sure he has emotions, but it's not it's not expressive. Concern is there, the emotion is not there, it's not attached. Which is fine. I know he loves me and he cares, but I think he's like me. I'm like that, but I'm not very emotional. I think we're just like we're realist people. But I am still I'm still a female. I do have I do get emotional at times, and I think today was just one of those days that it just all of a sudden hit me that it feels like I'm dealing with everything on my own because of my husband's health situation. And I just worry about what's gonna happen when the surgery comes, which is in like 2.5 weeks. Who's gonna help me get around? I think caring for me might be I think what it is knowing the fact that I will have to ask for things. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna have to ask for what I need. They're not just gonna be catering. I think, which is fine. And I think it's just so It's just here. It's almost here. It forever change that's gonna happen. And again, it's not so much the vanity, and I wish I could attach pictures of, you know, the change that's about to happen. And again, it's not vanity. It's I'm losing my eye. I'm gonna lose my eye. And that's, you know, I can grow back my hair. My eye will be gone forever. And I just don't know. I don't know how to cope with it. Anyway, yeah, I'm just here. I'm here to, I guess, just to vent. Because I don't know any other way. I just don't want to get to the point to where I'm just gonna explode. You know, at least I can, little by little, get it out there. Anyway, I'm getting tired. So, yeah, that's it. I'm out.